Right then folks, so another awesome bait that sometimes gets overlooked when fishing for things like smooth hound is hermit crabs. Now, hermit crabs are an absolutely fantastic bait, absolutely awesome. I'm just going to show you a couple of ways of how I'm going to bait up using the hermit crabs as bait. So the first thing you can do is grab the hermit crab. Usually they have a spongy sack on the back, sometimes it's a lot bigger than the ones we've got here today. And what you do is literally just take your hook, feed it through and out past the sack, like so. Having the sack part next to the hook point, which is the juiciest part, and then just whip that up with my bait elastic. Use the whole crab. I'm just going to whip that up onto the hook. So the hooks we're using today are really small, only size 2 hooks. Flipping all the claws all the way up the line. Some people like to just use the sack itself. Other people use, you know, the whole hermit crab itself. So that's just one simple way of just baiting up, just using a small hermit crab with the juiciest part there, the sack being closest to the hook point. The next way I like to do is to actually get the hermit crab and take it out of the shell. Now you'll notice on some hermit crabs they do have a nice ragworm living in the shell. So all we're going to do is we're going to take the hook and pull the ragworm out of this hermit crab. If I can get it out. There we go. It's a nice little ragworm there, or white rag. Should we say it looks like a white rag? And now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the hermit crab straight out of the shell. Nice and simple. Pull it out of the shell. And that sack bit there is the bit, you don't need the shell, you can just throw that away. Or some people like to keep them as decorative ornaments. You know, I'm just going to throw it away for today's exercise. And this is the bit of the hermit crab that we want. So it's like I said, some people they use the whole hermit crab. For this bit here, we're just going to take the sack off, which is there, and we're just going to use that part, which we're going to whip onto the hook. So I'm just going to take the hook like so. It's going to get the sack and pierce the sack onto the hook like that, and then I'm literally just going to, as you can see, it's oozing absolutely everywhere. Grab my bait elastic like so and just try and whack that on to the hook. Like I say, we're only using small hooks today. Just going to wrap that onto the hook there. Like so. Not a very big bait there. I mean, we could, to be fair, we could have used the whole hermit crab. But like I say, some people like to just use the sacks, so we're going to take the sack off this one as well and just combine that on there. Just using that as a nice small crab bait. A small size 2 hook. Hopefully that'll catch us a fish. Right then guys, so that's 2 ways I use hermit crabs for bait. We use the sack part at the bottom there. Like I said, if we have more hermit crabs, we would continue using the sack to make it a bigger bait, which is there, nice and juicy, or we use the whole hermit crab there with the sack at the bottom next to the hook. I hope you found this useful. If you have, drop me a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.